recorder and a circuit diagram and how to build one. So I was intrigued by this, and my friend Don Steiner was down here in Cincinnati, and we discussed it. And he let me know that there was a store in Cincinnati that had wire for wire recorders.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, "Get me a reel." So he did, and this classmate of mine and I decided we would try to build a wire recorder. So to move the tape, the wire, we poured plaster of Paris reels,
Uh-huh.
and we had 2 tape players, and it would,
Wait. Say that again. You poured plaster of Paris reels?
yeah, about that big size,
Okay.
and these were ordinary turntables with motors that would turn the wheel.
Oh, I see, yeah.
So you turn one on and it'll pull the wire this way, and pull it that way. So
These, were they magnetic, like tape, or what? I mean, how
the
was
wire was steel,
steel?
yeah, and then the head, you had to make your own, was sort of a laminated thing, multiple. I think I used part of a transformer or something, but you had to have a certain size gap.
Right.
You needed a saw, a very fine saw, to make this gap just right, which I didn't have. But at any rate, we got this thing to work, and we took it to a science exhibit, and they could understand the words enough to give us a prize.
But it was barely intelligible.
Right.
Watson, come in here.
But then at the tail end of this article, it said that the wire had a weakness in that it would twist as it went through the head,
Right.
and another German company was making plastic tape film that would lie flat
Right.
and not have this problem, and he said that I think eventually the tape will displace the wire.
Right.
They were right.
Wow. And this was when?
48,
48. Okay.
yeah. And there were some commercially built wire recorders. You see them in antique stores.
Huh.
But I
And
wouldn't-
why was Don Steiner down in Cincinnati? That detail of the story
Um,
caught my ear.
Well, he was a freshman in engineering.
Oh. In engineering, really?
Yeah, he started off in engineering.
Okay.
And when it came to time to, what do they call it? To work in a factory and get experience, he ended up in a paper mill up near Dayton
Mm-hmm.
in their quality department, and he had to take samples of paper and test it for different properties
Mm-hmm.
and certify it. And he did this over and over. He decided, if this is chemical engineering, I don't want it.
Yeah.
So we went back to Cincinnati and went into medicine, pre-med,
Right.
and medicine. And
But a lot of that chemistry probably
It
helped
th-
him.
it thrived. We had a
Yeah.
good high school chemistry teacher, yeah.
Right.
And yeah, when I got to Ohio State, they gave us a test, and I was put in a, what do they call it?
Advanced.
Like an AP test.
Right,
AP
yeah.
group.
Placement test.
Yeah. So then the teacher was very happy to teach this group of people.
Right.
But at any rate, about this tape recorder, one morning I was perched beside the tape recorder ready to push the button at 9:30. I fell asleep. I woke up later and pushed the button and I had to call down and say, your program is going to be a few minutes short. But they were ready for such possibilities, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Okay.